We go. Hello, everyone. How you all doing today? This is a great time. We're very happy to have to be conducting this live. Please let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing. I'm very sure a number of you have been following us, and you have seen that we have been doing some presentations in Spanish. But nonetheless, the audience we also have an English-speaking audience, and they want to hear this information in English. That's why we're gonna be giving you the information that we have uh, gave in the Spanish live in this live. So right here, we're gonna be giving you great information, just to give you an idea of what we're doing. We are putting the information that real estate agents are utilizing in order for them to do transactions. Now we're giving them a complement information, which is the creative way of doing things. Right at this time, before we go into the information, I'm going to introduce my colleagues that are with me. And we have Josue Irigoyen and we have Christian Perdomo. Uh, they're going to introduce themselves and then I come back. Josue.
Hello, guys. How are you? I'm very happy to be here this morning and welcome everybody, especially to all real estate agents who are connecting with us this morning. My name is Josué Benigoyen, real estate investor in Miami, Florida, focused on creative financing strategies to buy properties. And go ahead, Christian.
Yeah. So this is Christian Perdomo. I am a real estate investor. We are specialized in creative financing. So we have bought multiple properties with owner financing subject to and other creative financing. I just reached financial freedom buy properties without banks. So that's how the name of our company is. Compra tu casa sin bancos, which means buy your house with no banks. And now that we have done this ourselves, now we are focused in the community and help people that even they are not investors. But this is really important for you guys as a realtor. So we're gonna be discussing about this.
Yes, and my name is Dr. Ignacio Tupac. A little bit about myself. Being in the United States a little over 30 years. Uh, I got my bachelor's, my master's in real estate, and a doctorate degree in business. And I've been teaching real estate classes to thousands of licensees, people who have been becoming licensees as an agent and or brokers. And I'm very happy that we are doing an alliance. My entity, Community Builders, with their entity Compra tu Casa sin Bancos, we have made an alliance that we're going to be providing all of this information to all of the licensees, agents or brokers. That's why we are doing a number of events coming up at the end of the years, and definitely 2025. We're going to be going over a good number of associations. Once we have the date, we definitely will be sharing all of the dates with you. With further ado, why don't we go into the information? Also, we're gonna be doing this type of live constantly every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Right at this time, and we did it at this time because Josue and Christian they are on a trip. They're doing some presentations in another state. That's why we select this time in order to reach out to you.
That's
So,
correct. We are in North Carolina right now in Raleigh, enjoying this city for first time. And I have a very key question for you guys that our audience have, and is what is the difference between traditional financing and creative financing when you invest or when you want to purchase a property?
that's a great question, Josue. Definitely. Traditional financing involves conventional loans, options from established lenders following standard guidelines. Also, it requires a decent credit score, stable income, and significant down payment. Traditional financing adheres to regulatory framework ensuring security and stability. So right there, traditional financing It has been the main uh, tool that have been using in the market for the longest times. And it's great because any type of OPM, other people's money, is very good. So that's have been the vehicle that most agents and licensees have been instructing their buyers to utilize. But now, remember, with everything that had happened in the market, uh, it that process or using the traditional product hasn't been very friendly to the buyers. That's why uh, the number of transactions has decreased dramatically to the licensees. And that's why the product that we have, that you are providing, is great. You know, the created option.
Exactly. From the creative perspective, is completely different. Like you guys have seen before, you can buy properties with a lower down payment that the institutions have as a requirement. You can buy even houses with no down payment, with a lower interest rate, like 3 to 4%, 2%. That's the core of the strategy, being creative. So basically, that's what we are doing. We are showing people how they can do it and how it's gonna be different. Um, we have seen also that investors take advantage of this because they can buy more houses with the same amount of money. So there is a ton of benefits for investors, and there are a ton of benefits for home buyers. What happens when someone doesn't qualify for a bank? So that's when Compra tu Casas in Bancos can help. But we're going to be discussing more about this in the next comments and questions.
Very nice. Next
Excellent.
question. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, and then I have a question for you guys. What are the main advantages and disadvantages of traditional financing compared to creative financing?
That's a great question, Christian. Definitely, yes. And just to mention a few of the advantages, usually whenever you go to a bank and you get a loan, the interest rate is fixed. It's fixed for the term of the loan. So that is very helpful. Also, greater security and stability. Once the person gets the property, they know how much is the regular payment. So right there, that aspect is very, very good. Disadvantages, there are very strict qualification requirement. The bank, even though they provide the loans, they have a certain number of requirements. If the person qualifies, if the person has all of the documentation, great. If they don't, unfortunately, they don't have any alternative. Uh, so right there, that aspect is very attractive, is not very convenient, because if the person has the money, has the desire, uh, but they don't qualify because they're missing a document or two, unfortunately they will not be able to get the property. Also, the higher down payment. Usually, if you buy your first home, it might be low, but from your second property moving forward, you need to put at least 20 to 25% down payment, which is pretty big. Uh, so right there, I mean, those are the main disadvantages, with the traditional loans.
Excellent, excellent. On the side of the creative financing, I think the most important advantage is, of course, that the buyer or the investor, don't need to a new loan, don't need to go to the bank for a new loan, for a new mortgage. Uh, Taking over the existing mortgage, the investor could be getting a very low interest rate. That is another big advantage of some of our strategies, of our of the strategy called subject to. Uh, when I say that they don't need to go to the bank, the investor, the buyer, don't need any additional credentials, don't need to use their credit, and that are some of the most advantages in that strategies. A disadvantage maybe could be that we need a very motivated seller. when we apply the creative financing strategies to buy a property. Maybe that's the most important disadvantage. And
Yes.
I have another question for you guys regarding the in the traditional financing about the traditional mortgage loans. What types of loans we can find in the market for Ignacio
That's a
specifically?
Yes, and that's a great question. There are a very good number of loans, but the ones that we utilize most of the time uh, are the FHA. We have the conventional loans, we have the VAs, and we have the USDAs. The FHA is a loan that is insured by the government. Insured by the government. Whenever you get that type of loan, you need to pay an insurance that is called MIP, Mortgage Insurance Premium. And then you have the conventional loan. Right over here, uh, usually is a 5% down payment, and you also need to pay uh, an insurance, uh, and then that premium is called PMI, Private Mortgage Insurance. Then we also have the BA. The BA usually is no money down for the borrower. Up to a certain amount, it will be 100% financed. The only thing that the person will need to come up, it will be with the closing costs. They also need to pay a fee. But right over here with this type of loan, we call it funding fee. And then the last one, we have USDA. The USDA loan are a type of loans that are 100%, uh, but those are for the rural areas. And those are the most typical product that we use in the traditional world.
Excellent, perfect.
Yes, and now we have a great question. Let me ask you this one. When is it more advisable to opt for creative financing instead of traditional financing?
Okay, well,
Christian and Josue?
yes, I can say you from the seller's point of view that there are some specific situations with sellers that creative financing strategies can help. One of that situation is when the seller is in a pre-foreclosure situation, for example, who has a limited time to complete a sale. So we have a very motivated seller. That's one option. And other typically situation is when the seller has a low or zero equity. That in that situation, sometimes they have to bring some cash to the closing table. So with the creative financing, we can help that kind of situations of sellers of properties.
Excellent. And then from the buyer's perspective, what's going to happen? Imagine, guys, if you're an agent and then you have a customer, and that customer, that client, they don't qualify with a bank, or they qualify, but they are looking to get lower terms. What happened with those pool of buyers that they don't qualify, or they qualify, but they are scared, they don't want to buy the house that they want because the interest rate is so high. They are looking for the best, for the perfect moment to purchase. But what happens if you tell your customers, your clients, that you can buy a property right now with good interest rate, with a down payment that maybe is going to be affordable for them? What happens if you can tell your client that you can finance the down payment? With institutions, you guys don't have that option. You need to purchase and bring the down payment up front. With creative financing, is creative, so we can just offer different options. So that's why it's advisable for many buyers. So we are talking about buyers in your state, buyers out of the state, even people that are in different countries. You can represent them And listen this, you're gonna do a lot of business, more business than other with transactional loans. Why? Because it's faster. It's faster because you can close in as soon as 2 weeks or sooner. So that means you can even help two families in 1 month instead of just one family. So with Compra tu Casas in Bancos, you're gonna help your clients. It's gonna be faster. It's gonna be easier because there are not many restrictions like the institution has. So that's why, from the buyer's perspective, it's a really good option for you agents.
No, definitely. I mean, that information is incredible, and everyone who is here, uh, we would like to share with you that we're gonna be doing this type of life of connection in order to start giving you this information. And as soon as we have the dates for the live event, we definitely we're gonna share it with you. But I will suggest for you to make sure you follow us. Right there, you have our information, and you are welcome to start following us. In that way, you will. Learn all of this methodology that's going to help you. It's going to help you 10x yourselves, and then right at that time you're going to be really really happy. So any other closure words, Josue or Christian?
Oh, we would like. I would like to invite you to all the real estate agents to follow us and to connect with us every Thursday. Well, today is Friday, but every
Yeah.
Thursday on our live meetings that we will be doing every week.
Yeah, and from me, we are visiting every city, every state in the US, just showing how your clients can do it. So just for as Joshua said, as Ignacio said, follow us on Facebook, follow us in social media, so we can visit your city and then we can discuss. As Joshua said today, we are in rally today. We are out of our state, but we are happy to share with others what we are doing and how you as an agent you can help your community and how you can differentiate yourself from other agents that are not taking advantage of creative financing.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Thank you, Josue. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, audience, everyone that is here, everyone that's gonna listen to this live later on. Please, you know, what I mean, I will suggest to follow us. In that way, you'll be able to learn all of these important information that's gonna make a difference in your life. And we're very happy. And with this, I will send you a big hug to everyone and have a great Friday and a great weekend, everyone.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, bye.